Hello, 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 and welcome to the Hour of Devastation box break for the Lotus Council Discord, folks. Sorry about my platform here. I was having some trouble with the autofocus, so I decided to just go with this layout. So hopefully this will allow everybody to actually read the cards as they come up. And again, sorry about this little nick on mine. This is my Hour of Devastation Fat Pack. I think they were still called Fat Packs back then. Now they're called bundles. But welcome. This is a mutate box break. That is a box break that we're adding on top of our previous break of Commander Legends 2 Battle for Baldur's Gate. And we picked Hour of Devastation because, as you may or may not know, lottery cards exist, and this is one of those sets that has them. In other words, there's a chance that we may open an invocation or two, and wouldn't that be nice? Alrighty, so my first order of business is to pull up the spreadsheet here, so let me just do that for a moment. Sheets, let's do this. Why am I not signed in? Oh, I am signed in. Okay. Alright, so it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 folks that are participating today. We've got T-Money, Vivian, Wraith, Mo Howard, Court, and Whoa, and I'll be doing them in that order. I'll be opening the boxes in that order. Or rather, opening the packs in that order. Anyway, thanks for joining in. Feel free to give me a shout out in the chat, and I'll try to have you try to shout out back to you. All right. Let's start off with T Money. T Money has one pack, and there are no notes for him today, so we're going to be opening this pack. No notes for him to. In other words, he usually wants, you know, some of the. He wants a pack saved. I'm not sure that that's completely in focus, but it's certainly a lot better than last time, so we're going to go with it. I'm running on a webcam here, so it's not great for streaming, especially for focusing on stuff that's down there. Anyway, let's get started. So we're just going to go past the commons. We're going to go past the uncommons. Actually, I should have looked to see if there are any commons or uncommons that are worth money in this set. Our first rare is Endless Sands. It is a desert, Return of the Desert. The desert type had only previously been seen in Arabian Nights, I believe. Tap to add a colorless mana to your mana pool. 2 generic mana and tap to exile target creature you control. And 4 generic mana and tap to sacrifice Endless Sands. Return each creature to and sacrifice Endless Sands. Return each creature exiled with Endless Sands to the battlefield under its owner's control. So this is like a really delayed blink, right? They get exiled and then they come back. This is good to, I guess, escape your creature if your opponent's targeting it, or if you have some kind of combo where you can bring back a bunch of cards all at once and get a bunch of ETB triggers. That's not bad. Plains and a warrior token. Let's just take a look at those uncommons. I don't think that any of them are money, but we can take a look. Ifnir Deadlands, Quarry Beetle, and Resolute Survivors. Travis, thank you for participating, as always, and I will have these out to you ASAP. Right. Next up, we've got Vivian. Vivian has 6 packs, so we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now these are loose packs. They were not in a box. Well, they were in a box, obviously. They used to be. But I had taken them out to play. I had broken open the box to play in my sealed home league. This was obviously years ago. And then they just got shoved into a box. So what I'm doing for the mutate box breaks is just getting out those old I have bags and bags of loose packs. And we're just going to pick one to add on to each box break every month, and they're completely optional, first come first serve. You don't have to participate in the original box break in order to participate in the mutate break. So please, if you'd like to participate, feel free. Jump into the Discord and look under the box breaks channel in the MTG Finance category. I think it's Finance. I don't know. Let me double check. I can do that. It doesn't seem like anybody's hanging out with me today, but that's okay. I don't feel bad. No, really, it's fine. Anyway, finance is the name of the category, and box breaks is the name of the channel. Okay, so Vivian, let's get started. Sorry about the off-camera action, guys and gals. I don't have that much room for show in the camera. So we got commons, Hope Tender, Consigned to Oblivion, Tenacious Hunter, and Reason to Believe. Now, Reason to Believe is what they called a what was the name of the? It's not a flashback card. It's a I can't remember. Anyway, you can cast the first half from your hand and the second half from the graveyard after you cast. Oh, Aftermath. After you cast the Aftermath half, it goes into exile. So Reason is 1 blue for a sorcery. Scry 3. That's not bad. Believe is green and 4 for a sorcery with Aftermath. Look at the top card of your library. You may put it onto the battlefield if it's a creature card. If you don't, put it into your hand. So this basically, you can Reason to Believe for 6 mana. You can scry 3 and then draw the top card. And if it's a creature, you just put it into the battlefield. That's not bad. We have a Full Art Forest and a Champion of Wits. Now, the Champion of Wits is an interesting token because this is the first set that... Oh, I see. Hi, Mo Howard. Hey, Travis, how's it going? No masterpieces yet. This is the second pack. Okay, as I was saying, Champion of Wits is an interesting token, only because there was a Champion of Wits in the set, but it had an Embalm ability, and Embalm is you exile it from the graveyard and you create a token copy and put that into play. It's a 4/4 black zombie in addition to its other types, and yeah, it has the same abilities and stuff, but it's just a token zombie. Yeah, and I guess what I was going to say was there were several creatures that had the Embalm ability. For each Embalm creature in the set, there was a token of that creature. So I think there's like 15 or 16 running around. I'm getting a note that audio got paused. Can you hear me? Let me just clear that up with the folks. Make sure you can hear me. Also, my video, sorry. Okay, perfect. All right, thanks, guys. All right, so Vivi, next up. We've got some commons. Commonos. I don't think this is going to work to stack all the way up because it's quite a few packs. So, commons. Then we've got Steward of Solidarity, Sinuous Striker, Vizier of the True, and our rare is Mirage Mirror. Mirage Mirror is 3 generic mana for an artifact. For 2 generic mana, you can Mirage Mirror becomes copy of target artifact, creature, or enchantment or land until end of turn. So that's not too bad. Note that it does not trigger enter the battlefield effects because the object does not change, only its characteristics. Then we have Island and Adorned Pouncer, another Embalm creature. Okay, I'm just going to set these down here so we can have a fresh stack here. Alrighty. Common. We got some commons. Got Bloodwater Entity, Sifter Worm, Claim to Fame, and Dream Stealer. Now, Dream Stealer is our rare. It's 2 and a black for a 1/2 creature human wizard with menace. Whenever Dream Stealer deals combat damage to a player, that player discards that many cards. And it has Embalm for 4 and 2 black. So Dream Stealer was a limited bomb for sure. It didn't make constructed play, unfortunately. It was pretty expensive. I'm sorry, Embalm is not the ability. It's Eternalize. I'm sorry, Embalm was the ability in Amonkhet. Eternalize is the ability in Hour Devastation. Embalm did a similar thing, except it didn't change the power and toughness. Note that Dream Stealer for 2 and a black, you get a 1/2, so whenever it deals combat damage, it will make your opponent discard 1 card. But if you Eternalize it, it's a 4/4, and if that deals combat damage, they discard 4 cards. Got a mountain and a zombie token. All right. Next pack for Vivian. Got commons. We've got Rakazes Right, Sand Strangler, Vizier of the True, and Hollow One. Hollow One is our rare. For 5 generic mana, you get a 4/4 artifact creature golem. Hollow One costs 2 less to cast for each card you've cycled or discarded this turn. Hollow One did make constructed play. In fact, there was a Hollow One deck where if you got the Nuts hand, you could have 3 4/4 Hollow Ones out on turn 2. That was pretty nuts, though. Yeah, and that only happened once in a great while. Very low probability, but the idea is you get as many Hollow Ones out as possible. You cycled and cycled and cycled. And maybe it was 3 on turn 3. I don't remember, but yeah, Island and are tokens that I think this is the first time that they featured Punch-Out tokens. Maybe actually they featured them in Amonkhet, which was the set immediately before this. This was the era of 2-set blocks, so the 2 sets were Amonkhet and Hour of Devastation. Anyway, you could punch out these tokens and put statuses and brick and -1/-1 counters, which were the theme counters of the set, on your cards. So yeah. All right, next pack. Common. Got Crypt of the Eternals, Devotee of Strength, Ramunap Ruins. I know that this one actually still sees play, Ramunap Ruins, and Angel of Condemnation. Angel of Condemnation is our rare for white, and 2. You get a 3/3 creature angel with flying and vigilance. For 2 and a white and tap, you can exile another target creature and return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. For 2 white and tap, you can exert Angel of Condemnation. Exile another target creature until Angel of Condemnation leaves the battlefield. So exert was a keyword introduced in this set. Let me think about that. It might have been an Amonkhet. Again, these are 2-set blocks, and some of them had unique mechanics, and the other set, and sometimes they just carried over. So exert means this creature does not untap during your next untap step. So basically, an exert is a two-turn untap. But that was pretty good payoff for 2 and a white. An exert, you take this creature out of play for a couple of turns, and you exile someone else's creature. So you could really pare them down with this. You got a Forest and a Sunscourge Champion, another Eternalized token. Okay, final pack. Hey Sona, how's it going? Final pack, we have some commons. We have Magmaroth, Banewhip Punisher, and Sand Strangler. And our rare is Apocalypse Demon. Apocalypse Demon for black, and 4. You get a star creature demon with flying. Apocalypse Demon's power and toughness are each equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. At the beginning of your upkeep, tap Apocalypse Demon unless you sacrifice another creature. So this is potentially a game-winning bomb. I think it's probably too slow for Constructed. I don't remember seeing it in Constructed play, but certainly this is a card that you would love to see in your limited pool. Swamp, and another Eternalized token, Steadfast Sentinel. All right, Vivi, thank you for participating. I really appreciate it, and to everyone who participates, actually. But Vivi, thank you very much. All right, next up we have Wraith. Wraith has 5 packs, so we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right, I've got some commons. Got Appeal to Authority, Vizier of the Anointed, Struggle to Survive, and our rare is Hour of Revelation. For white, and 3, you get a sorcery. Hour of Revelation costs 3 less to cast if there are 10 or more non-land permanents on the battlefield, and it has Destroy All Non-Land Permanents. So this is a board wipe, a complete board wipe, except for lands. And it costs 3 less if you play it later in the game. I mean, that's pretty good. Plains and a warrior token. All right, next up for Wraith, Le commons. I don't even know. How would you say that in French? Like, yeah, I don't speak French. I don't know. We've got Manticore Eternal, Eternal of Harsh Truths, Claim to Fame, and Scavenger Grounds. Scavenger Grounds is our rare. It is a desert. It is a land. For tap, you add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. And for 2 generic and tap, and sacrifice a desert, exile all cards from all graveyards. This was an Eternalize and Embalm Hoser. I think it's mostly saw play in limited, although this is graveyard hate, so it could go into a constructed deck if you're on a budget or if you just need some graveyard hate. Full Art Swamp and our Punch Out tokens. Okay. Next up. Oh, hello, Conviction MTG. Thanks for joining. Sorry I missed that earlier. Got some commons. Jace's Defeat, Resolute Survivors, and Riddle Form. That was a fun card. We've got our rare is Nimble Obstructionist. Nimble Obstructionist. For 2 and a blue, you get a 3/1 flash flying. It's a bird wizard. It has cycling for 2 and a blue. And when you cycle Nimble Obstructionist, counter target activated or triggered ability you don't control. So that's some pretty decent utility there. Not bad. And 2 and a blue for a 3/1 flash flyer is pretty good. Hi Wraith. No, this is not the first pack. We've done Travis and Vivi so far, and that was Wraith's. That was your 3rd pack. You've got a pack foil mountain. You've got a full art mountain, and an Eternalize token for Sunscourge Champion. Next up for Wraith. Common. I'll go over the rares you got at the end, okay? Crypt of Eternals, Devotee of Strength, Dunes of the Dead, and Hour of Revelation. That's another one. We just read that one, so I won't go over it again. It's our board wipe. Full Art Forest, and an Eternalized token for Resilient Kenra. Right, and last pack for Wraith. Oops. Sorry, I dropped some pack stuff. Okay, we've got common, all the commons. Jace's Defeat, River Hoopoe, I love that card. Eternal of Harsh Truths, and our rare is Amit Eternal. Amit Eternal is 2 and a black for a 5/5 creature zombie crocodile demon with Afflict 3. Afflict means whenever this creature becomes blocked, defending player loses N life, where the number N is the number after Afflict. So if this creature becomes blocked, defender loses 3 life. Whenever an opponent casts a spell, put a -1/-1 counter on Amit Eternal. Whenever Amit Eternal deals combat damage to a player, remove all -1/-1 counters from it. Pretty cool. We've got a mountain and a Sinuous Striker Eternalized token. You guys, if you want to see your cards get pulled, you got to be here on time. Travis, your rare was Endless Sands. And okay, so for let me just pull up the rares here for Wraith so he can see what he got. Sorry, this is all happening off camera. As I said, I don't have a lot of on-camera space, so my apologies. Again, I did that just so we could have a better focus on the cards, although it's still not great. I'm going to need to upgrade my camera, I think, in order to make that better. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Cards. Does Wraith have 5? 5 packs. Oh, I missed a rare somewhere. Okay, hang on. I can do this. I can look through stacks of cards and find rares. This is why I find rares in my bulk all the time, because I go through stacks of cards and I'm pulling out rares and I miss them. Sorry about that. I apparently am still suffering from the auto shut off for my Cloud HyperX Cloud headphones. Nibble Obstructionist, Hour of Revelation, Scavenger Grounds, Hour of Revelation, and Amet Eternal. Those are Wraith's Rares. Wraith's Rares. That's like a tongue twister. All right. Thanks, Wraith, for participating. Really appreciate that, and hope you enjoy some of those cards. Okay, next up, we've got Mo Howard. Mo Howard has 10 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, that one's yours. 8, 9, 10. I tried to make that pretty, but I failed drastically. All right. All right, first pack. Yeah, I really should just be throwing these directly into the trash can, these wrappers, because they just keep falling everywhere. Okay, okay. Got some commons. Commons. Hello, Bronze Panda. How are you? Hello, UO Gem. Nice to meet ya. Dyson Dungeons. Hello, hello. Gideon's Defeat. Inferno Jet. Desert's Hold. And our rare is Pride Sovereign. Pretty good for a cat deck. What we've got is for green and 2, you get a 2/2 creature cat. Pride Sovereign gets +1/+1 for each other cat you control. And for white and tap, exert Pride Sovereign, create 2/1 white cat creature tokens. That's pretty cool. That was a fun card to play in Limited. We've got Swamp and Insect Token. Ooh, Insect Token. I bet you know what makes insects in this set. I'll give you a hint, it's a god. Okay, we've got some commons. Pack number 2. Merciless Eternal, Dunes of the Dead, Struggle to Survive, and our rare is Apocalypse Demon. For oh yeah, this is the demon we saw earlier. It's star due to the where star is equal to the number of cards in your graveyard, and you have to sacrifice a creature during your upkeep in order for this to remain untapped for your turn. We have planes and a zombie token. Next up, third pack from Mo Howard. Commons. Unconventional Tactics. Abrade. Oh, that's a classic. Saving. I think Abrade. This is the first. This is the set that introduced Abrade, or was it Amonkhet? I am getting mixed up. Saving Grace. And another Pride Sovereign. This is what you get for me pulling packs out of a bag. Sorry about that. Island and a Steadfast Sentinel Eternalized token. Next up, pack 4, Mo Howard. Chandra's Defeat, Unconventional Tactics, Vizier of the Anointed, and our rare Hour of Promise. Hour of Promise is green and 4 for a sorcery. Search your library for up to 2 land cards, put them onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. Then, if you control 3 or more deserts, create 2/2 black zombie creature tokens. So if you had a desert out, you could ramp up and get tokens. I don't remember seeing this card played at all. It was probably just meant for limited. It doesn't seem that strong. Deserts were very what they call a parasitic mechanic. Again, I think the other time we'd seen deserts was in Arabian Nights. Swamp and Steadfast Sentinel token again. That's the second in a row, actually, for that one. It's funny, huh? Okay, next up, another pack from Mo Howard. Supreme Will, Saving Grace, Ominous Sphinx, and Hazoret's Undying Fury. For red and 4, you get a sorcery. Shuffle your library, then exile the top 4 cards. You may cast any number of non-land cards with converted mana cost 5 or less from among them without paying their mana costs. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. So this is like a blow all your power right away card, which is not too bad. That actually could turn the tide, especially early on. But again, limited. Plains and a warrior token. We're halfway through. Mo Howards, this is pack number 6. Got your commons. We have Appeal to Authority, if near Deadlands, Vile Manifestation, and our rare is Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh. Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh, a mythic rare planeswalker, legendary errated, legendary planeswalker of type Bolas. For Grixis and 4, you get a 7 loyalty planeswalker. +2, target opponent exiles cards from the top of his or her library until he or she exiles a non-land card. Until the end of the turn, you may cast that card without paying its mana cost. And yes, that is the +2. +1, each opponent exiles 2 cards from his or her hand. -4, Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh deals 7 damage to target opponent or creature an opponent controls. And -12, exile each non-land permanent your opponents control. So that's like Battlecruiser magic, but very, very cool card. Congratulations on that pull. We have a mountain, and we have our Punch-Out token. Nicol Bolas, nice to see that guy hanging around. I think he was the chase card in this set, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely go in a Grixis Commander deck. That thing is nasty. Commons. We have Angel of the God Pharaoh. We have Inferno Jet, Desert's Hold, and Wildfire Eternal is our rare. For red and 3, you get a 1/4 creature zombie jackal cleric with Afflict 4. Remember, Afflict means that if an opponent blocks this creature with their creature, they still lose 4 life. In fact, that's more than the 1 power. Whenever Wildlife Eternal attacks and isn't blocked, you may cast an instant or sorcery card from your hand without paying its mana cost. I mean, that sounds pretty good. That sounds pretty good. Forest and Punch-Out token. Okay, 3 left for Mo Howard. Commons. And this is Defeat, Struggle to Survive, Dune Diviner, and our rare is the Scarab God. So another mythic rare for Mo Howard. For black, blue, and 3, you get a 5/5 legendary creature, God. At the beginning of your upkeep, each opponent loses X life and you scry X, where X is the number of zombie tokens you control. For 2 blue-black, exile target creature card from a graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of it, except it's a 4/4 black zombie, and otherwise eternalize anything. And when the Scarab God dies, return it to its owner's hand at the beginning of the next end step. That's a great pull. Got a Full Art Plains and another Punch-Out token. Well, Mo Howard, I think you're cleaning up over here. That's 2 mythic rares. Pretty good, pretty good. All right, second to last pack. Pack number 9 for Mo Howard. Got Sunset Pyramid, Doomfall, Shefet Dunes, and our rare is Oketra's Last Mercy. For white, white, and 1, you get a sorcery. Your life total becomes equal to your starting life total. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. So this is like refill my life bar. That's pretty good. We have a foil Sifter Worm, which was kind of a cool card in this set. Definitely Battlecruiser Magic style, but pretty cool. That might have been, I don't remember. That might have been the buy a box promo as well. I don't recall. A mountain and a zombie token. Now, aren't you glad you rounded off that last 3 packs, because you wouldn't have gotten that Scarab God if you hadn't. That's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, commons. Last pack for Mo. We have Ipnu Rivulet, Accursed Horde, Dunes of the Dead, and our rare is Hour of Eternity for blue, blue, blue XX. Exile X target creature cards from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, create a token that's a copy of that card, except it's a 4/4 black zombie. So yeah, you're eternalizing many things in this case from your own graveyard. Pretty good. We have a foil full art forest, an island, and a proven combatant eternalized token. Oh, Howard, thank you for participating. Great polls. Congratulations. And yeah, we'll see you back on Discord. All right. Next up, we've got Court. Court has 5 packs. 3, 4, 5. All right, first pack for Court. Now, Court has this habit of getting really good pulls from, sorry about the kick the table, getting really good pulls from these box breaks, and I don't have any money writing on this, but if there is going to be an invocation pulled, I'm guessing it's going to be Court. Just saying. I mean, this happens. These things happen. I don't know for sure though. Obviously, I haven't opened the packs before I open the packs. Okay, so we've got Sister Worm, Crook of Condemnation, Devotee of Strength, and our rare is Hostile Desert. Hostile Desert. You have a desert land. For tap, you add 1 colorless mana to your mana pool. For 2, and exile a land card from your graveyard. Hostile Desert becomes a 3/4 elemental creature until end of turn. It's still a land. So that was actually a pretty strong card. I believe that saw constructed play. We have a foil Puncturing Blow, island, and a snake token. Next up, Court second pack. Got Bloodwater Entity, Ramunap Ruins, which again I think still sees play, Ominous Sphinx, and our rare Hour of Glory. For black and 3, you get an instant. Exile target creature. If that creature was a god, its controller reveals his or her hand and exiles all cards from it with the same name as that creature. Interesting. We've got Island and Punch-Out Token. I feel like Hour of Glory saw play, but I don't really remember. It's been a while. I promise I did not rig this. I promise. I don't know what else to tell you on that one. Merciless Eternal, Sheffet Dunes, Liliana's Defeat, and Scavenger Grounds. Scavenger Grounds, Desert. Tap to add colorless mana. 2 and tap, sacrifice a desert, exile all cards from all graveyards. Got a Full Art Mountain and a zombie token. You'll notice that there's a lot of the Planeswalker defeat cards in this set because Hour of Devastation was the part of the Gatewatch arc where they were all kicked to the curb by Nicol Bolas. You saw his Planeswalker card earlier. Yeah, he basically beat the crap out of him. So that was fun. Chandra's Defeat. Gideon's Defeat. I swear I didn't plan that. Burning Fist Minotaur and Hour of Glory, which we just saw. Island and a Proven Combatant Eternalized token. Okay. This is the one with the invocation, right? This is the one. This is it. This is it. We've got commons. Hope Tender. Ashep Oasis, Vile Manifestation, and our rare is Refuse to Cooperate. It is an Aftermath card. On the front side you have 3 and a red for an instant. Refuse deals damage to target spell's controller equal to that spell's converted mana cost. So it's not a counter spell, it is a feedback spell, I guess. The Aftermath half is Cooperate. It's an instant for 2 and a blue. You get copy, target instant or sorcery spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. So you could do some interesting shenanigans. There is a foil in this pack. It is Supreme Will, a Full Art Forest, and Resilient Kendra Eternalized token. All right, Court, thanks for participating. Sorry that I didn't pull that Invocation Counterspell. Counterspell? Is that what you're looking for you? My apologies, sir. Maybe next time. Let's see, we've got Wowo. He's got 5 packs, and these are the last 5 packs in the break. All right, Wowo, good luck to you, sir. Start off with some commons. And then we have Farm to Market, Ori Beetle, Claim to Fame, and Ronus's Last Stand. This is the part of the arc where, part of the story, the Amonkhet story, where all of the gods were defeated except for, what was it, Hazaret or Oketra? I can't remember. Ronus's Last Stand. For green, you get a sorcery. Create a 5/4 green snake creature token. That's for 2 green, folks. Lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. So yeah, this is a pretty strong turn 2 play. Even if you have to spend 4 mana over 2 turns, it's pretty strong. We have a foil in this pack. It's Ambuscade and Full Art Plains and a Steadfast Sentinel Eternalized token. Next up, pack number 2. Our good friend Wowo. Got Hope Tender, Torment of Scarabs, Inferno Jet, and Swarm Intelligences are rare. For blue and 6, you get an enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, you may copy that spell, and you may choose new targets for that copy. That's pretty good. Pretty expensive, but good. Mountain. Imagine that in our Punch-Out token. Imagine that card with some of the spellcraft stuff from Strixhaven. Copy and everything. All right, pack number 3. We have Manticore Eternal, Unconventional Tactics, Braid, and Adorned Pouncer. This is another cat from the set. As you know, this is an ancient Egyptian-inspired set, and cats were among the revered animals in the ancient Egyptian religion. For 1 and a white, you get a 1/1 creature cat with double strike, and it has eternalized 3 white. So it's 1/1 with double strike the first time, and a 4/4 with double strike the second time. That's pretty good. We have a forest and a horse token. I think that was the first horse token in Magic. Sorry, this is distracting. Alrighty, we got commons, Manticore Eternal, Torment of Scarabs, a Braid, that's a nice uncommon, and Bantu's Last Reckoning. For black, and 1, you get a sorcery. Destroy all creatures, and lands you control don't untap during your next untap step. So it's a creature wipe for 3, but really for 6, because you tapped 3, so that costs you 3 next turn. You see how that works. Forest and Punch-Out token. And our final pack for Wowo. Good luck to you, sir. This will be our last pack for the official box break part. Commons. Got Doomfall, Ifnir Deadlands, Liliana's Defeat, and our rare is Chaos Maw. I got this in my pre-release, and it's pretty cool. So for red, and 5, you get a 6/6 creature Hellion. When Chaos Maw enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to each other creature. That was a fun card in Limited. Way too expensive for Constructed. Forest, and a Sinuous Striker Eternalized token. Right. That's it for the official box break part. But I tell you what, I do have 7 loose packs left. So I'm just going to open them and see how we do. Because why not? I mean, I've already bought them. Might as well just get rid of the whole bag, right? I'm just going to show you the rares as I pull them. Hour of Revelation, and I'll probably just be auctioning these off for some very small percentage of their value because I don't really need them unless I pull something really cool. Nimble Obstructionist. So in other words, these are the packs that could have been bought by somebody but were not. Hollow one. Of course, you know I'm looking for that location. Jeru with eyes open. I mean, what is this, Star Trek? Hour of Devastation. A pretty cool card. It kills Gideons. Well, it doesn't, I guess, because they're not creatures on your turn. Apocalypse Demon. And last pack. Last pack is Oketra's Last Mercy. All right. Thanks everyone who participated in this box break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, and we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I think what I'll do is I will just randomly insert one of each of these into the spoils for each person who participated. So it's sort of like receiving a free pack, but only the rare. I'm not gonna ship the uncommons or commons. They're not really worth it. All right, so thanks everyone for participating. Enjoy your cards once you receive them. If you participated in the Commander Legends break, I will be combining shipping for these cards and those cards. So yeah, they'll be showing up sometime soon. I'll try to get them in the mail tomorrow. And thanks again for participating. Hope you all have a great afternoon / evening, depending on where you live. And peace.